Quarantine, you know the vibes. Zoom.
Yo, what's good? This is 24K Golden with Rap TV, and here's my quarantine questions, episode 11.
Yeah. You can quarantine the body, but you can't quarantine my soul.
So yeah, what's good, y'all? We got 24K Golden in the building, virtually, of course, for Quarantine Questions on Rap TV. And I'm your host, Pro the GOAT. What's good, bro? How's it going?
Shit, just chilling, another Wednesday afternoon.
Bet. And by the way, man, congratulations on City of Angels, the music video you dropped last month. It's sitting at like a pretty little 10 million views right now.
I know. That's like the fastest any of my videos have ever gone up like that. So I'm real happy about that.
For real, how's that feel, man?
I mean, it's just like everything keeps getting better and better. Every release, my music keeps getting better. More people know about me. So it's like, even with all this, there's so much shit that we can complain about. I'm really finding it hard to complain.
Yeah, I bet. And I also keep seeing like all these remixes popping up to your songs. Where are they coming from?
I mean, it's just this was a song that had such a reach globally. We wanted to make sure, like, yo, if you were showing a special amount of love, like, we got some for you. So we got the EDM remix, we got the funk dance remix. I got this crazy rapper named Larry out of France. He's about to drop a remix. My boy Youngblood out the UK, he's about to do a remix. So we're just trying to give people people love this song. We're trying to give them a fresh take on it every time.
Bet. And like you said, it's big globally, right? Like, what country did it really take off in outside of the US?
Australia, super big. The UK, super big. Germany, super big. Those three places showed a lot of love.
Okay, bet that. And what's the next music video in the works?
So we got. Well, I'll let you in on a little secret, right? Me and Quavo, we got this song called "All Right," and we've been trying to figure out when to shoot the video for it with this whole quarantine. But that's the next video I really want to put out.
Okay, bet. We'll stay on the lookout for that. And let's talk about TikTok real quick. You're really active on there, huh?
I know what I'm doing, man. They show me a lot of love. I love that community too.
No doubt, man. You got like 2 million followers on there, and that's like, compared to your Instagram, that's like crazy. Like, what's the biggest difference you feel like as far as using TikTok versus Instagram?
So when I got on TikTok, it was like maybe like 8 months after it became TikTok, So it was still at that point where people didn't really believe in it. People didn't really understand it. People were still hating on it. And for me, I was just like, yo, think about if you could get in on Instagram as soon as it launched and started promoting your stuff. Think about if you could get on MySpace back in the day and take that over. I saw this as a great opportunity to help spread the word of my music and, make funny videos. It's like Vine when I was in 7th grade. I'm pretty much just doing the same shit, except now it's blowing up my music too.
No doubt. And then as far as like how Valentino popped off on TikTok, how did that happen exactly?
That was completely random, bro. That was before I was even really like hip to TikTok. And there was this girl named Aviva Sophia, and she made this little dance where she goes like that and shakes her hips on some like real e-girl anime shit. And it just took off. I remember, checking back every day and seeing it going up and up and up. And I didn't really know where it was coming from until I started talking to Aviva about it.
Bet. So would you say TikTok is like your social media platform of choice, or do you still go with Instagram?
I mean, I love Instagram. I love Twitter. I love YouTube. I love TikTok. It's just TikTok has shown me the most love,
For sure. And as far as your music videos goes too, like, I feel like every time I watch a new music video, it's like the production level stepped up a notch. You know what I mean? Like, your label is really putting the bag behind the production on those.
I mean, it's crazy now because most of these videos don't cost as much as you think that they would. I've never had a video cost over like $50,000, and we're getting these crazy movie looking, TV looking results. So big shout out to Nick Jandora and big shout out to Edgar Estevez. Those are the only people that have done my video so far.
Yeah, and then City of Angels, would you consider that to be your most expensive video to date?
I think Dropped Out of College even was more expensive than that.
That one just seemed like it had so much more going on, like a whole storyline.
Yeah. You had the moms, you had the birthday party, you had those buff ass bodybuilder females. That was a fun video to shoot.
Man, that seemed like it. And since it is, this is your official quarantine interview, we gotta ask you, what have you been doing during the whole lockdown situation, man?
Whole lot of Call of Duty, shipment 24/7. Call of Duty players only want one thing, and that is shipment 24/7. So I've been running that whenever they got it. Just trying to be as productive as possible. I'm starting to read some stuff. Just watching movies, trying to get gamed up on culture.
Do you have a Twitch channel too, or?
Yeah, I got a Twitch. It's the same as my everything else, 24K Golden.
Okay, bet that. And then so I'm guessing all of these videos, they were shot before the whole lockdown, right?
Yeah, the City of Angels. That one was really close. It was like probably less than a month before we went into lockdown.
Oh wow. Okay. And did anything else get canceled for you because of all this?
Man, I was supposed to be in Europe actually at the beginning of April, end of May, and that had to get rescheduled. Just
Like a
because
tour?
just because they were showing so much love out there for City of Angels. We were thinking, well, might as well show my face out there too, because people overseas, they go crazy when they see an American artist there.
Yeah, that's dope. I've always heard that overseas shows a lot more love than even the U.S.
Us Americans, we're spoiled, man. We could go see Kanye West in concert, and then next week see Jay-Z in concert, and then next week see Drake. Like, we get to see everything, so other places appreciate it a lot more.
For sure. And I feel like even you, even you as an artist, like you could probably do a show out here, and then you go overseas, you probably get triple the amount to do a show over there, right?
Yeah, for sure.
There's gotta be way more, yeah. All right, bet. And so, yeah, let's take it back one time. You were raised in San Francisco, right?
Yep, San Francisco, California, 415 shit.
Were you born there too, or?
Yeah, I mean, technically I was born in Redwood City because that was the only hospital that had midwives or something like that. That's what my mom said. So they drove the 30 minutes to Redwood City, plopped me out, and then boom, back to SF the next day. I was raised there my whole life.
Oh, okay. Like down the street from the Full House or place or not?
Nah, I wish. That's an expensive ass neighborhood, man. I wish I grew up there.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go up there.
It's cool. If you've never been, you definitely got to go to Dolores Park, go thrifting. A lot of homeless people around, but it's fun vibes.
Yeah. For sure. And a lot of people don't know this, but your first name is actually Golden, right?
Yeah, with the E, yeah.
Bet. And then I'm sure, like, I got a weird first name too, but like, did you get a lot of like teasing growing up and stuff because of your name, or?
I mean, not really. I always been that nigga, so people were showing me love. But my mom, when my dad first suggested the name, she was worried that kids were gonna make fun of me and call me like Goldilocks or like Golden Showers or some shit like that, But it never really ended up happening.
So so was it between Golden and something else they were gonna pick, or?
My mom really wanted to name me Indigo.
Oh, that's a tight name.
Yeah, I might name my firstborn Indigo just to honor her. Far down the line though, no babies anytime soon.
For sure. And your parents, they were models, right?
Yeah. So when they were like younger, my dad, I think he was doing it first. And my mom had her cousin submitted her in this modeling competition, because back in the days, that's how you got scouted. There wasn't no Instagram. You had to just submit, and she got second place. So they flew her out to LA. She got a modeling contract, and she was just living in LA. And my dad, who had already been doing some modeling at the time, because he just got scouted off the street, he went into the restaurant she was working at, and they went out dancing, and it was like a love at first sight type of thing. So my dad dips to Japan to go do work over there, and they're pen pals for 6 months, and then he sends her a ticket. This is the old-fashioned way of flying out. And she comes and lives with him in Japan, for 6 months or a year or whatever it is, and they're both modeling, and then they go to Europe and, South Africa and all these different places, and I feel like that's why I have such a open-mindedness, just because my parents got to see so much things that mentality was imparted on me through how they raised me.
No doubt. And then did you travel a lot as a kid, or did they slow down once you were born?
Yeah, once I was born, and I got a little sister too. She's a couple years younger than me. Once we were born, it really wasn't, there wasn't enough money to travel like that, So I still haven't been, well, I actually, that's not true. I went to Tokyo as my last thing I did at USC, I finessed them out of a free trip to Tokyo, and then I got a free trip to Tanzania to go like do some service work out there this last summer. But other than that, nah, I have a lot more of the world that I want to see.
I bet. Did you go to the Bape store there?
Yes, bro. Let me show you the shoes I got at the Bape store, bro. I got the UGG Bape collab sneakers.
Okay.
The last one in my size in the whole world.
That's crazy. I'm sure they got crazy stuff out there, right?
Yeah. They have some of the best fashion in the world. Like when I was out there, it was just like every single day I was seeing something that would inspire me. You know, they're just so the aesthetic. Japanese people really know how to build an aesthetic.
Mm-hmm. And then did you record any music out there? Any songs were inspired by your trip?
I wish. It was a school trip, right? So the way that it worked is you go to this class once a week for 2 hours, and at the end of the semester you get to go to the country that you learned about. And it was a business class. Mm-hmm. So we had to visit these businesses every morning, you know, Costco, Coca-Cola, just a bunch of Japanese businesses that were out there. But so I didn't get that much time to record. You know, I was kind of busy with that stuff, but you know, we still got to go clubbing. I actually shot a music video out there. The music video for my song "A Lot to Lose" was shot all in Japan.
That's crazy. That's what's up, man. That must have been crazy memories from that.
Oh yeah, that's the shit I'm never gonna forget.
No doubt. And then your parents, they did some acting too, right?
Yeah, it was just acting and modeling together. You know, nothing like super huge, but for them, you know, being in their 20s and 30s before they had me, they just got a lot of valuable experience and got to see the world.
No doubt. And you've got your share of acting, right? You did some Lunchable commercials.
Exactly. Yeah, you did your research, okay? All right, I appreciate that. But yeah, when I was born, my parents were like, "Yo, we kind of made like a cute little human being. Let's go run up a bag for his college tuition or whatever." So when I was a baby, I was doing some modeling, and then I got to like age 2, and I was like a little badass kid, and I didn't want to smile for the camera. I just want to make faces. So we took a break. Then when I was like 10, I got back into it, doing more acting stuff. So Honda, Lunchables, Blue Diamond Almonds, all that good stuff.
Do you remember your biggest paycheck? Like which one paid out the most?
Bro, being like 14 years old, getting like $15,000 is getting $15,000 now.
Right now, yeah.
Right? But imagine being 14, you don't got no fucking bills, you don't got no Uber fees. I was just buying video games and sneakers and, you know, taking that money, investing it, getting shit to flip.
Yeah, I'm guessing that was what? That was probably the Honda or the Toyota commercial, right? Like your biggest paycheck.
My biggest one was the Blue Diamond Almonds for sure.
Oh shit! Okay, bet. And then was it in one of the World Series commercials?
Yeah, it was a World Series commercial. Yeah,
crazy, right?
That's crazy. Yeah,
no doubt.
Like
and then in high school, no doubt. And then in high school you started making music, right?
Yeah, sophomore year.
Okay, so shout out to Paperboy.
Yup, big shout out to Paperboy. You know, it was just like being as a freshman, you know, I was just, you know, hanging out with my friends, getting blazed and making the craziest freestyles in their car. And I was like, yo, I actually might be able to do this. And once I talked to Paper about it, and he brought the idea up of just making a song to go up in school, because he had the studio and everything, and he taught me really how to write music at first and how to rap and how to lay my vocals down. It was over from there. You know, first I took over my school, then I took over all the high schools in San Francisco, and then I started taking over the Bay Area, and now this shit is global. They're listening to it in Munich, Germany.
Bet that's nuts. And then when he let you record upstairs in the studio, did he charge you for that, or did he just let you do it for free?
Nah, he's never charged me for anything in my life. That's my guy. So I tell him all the time, once I get that next record deal, once it's that $10 million check right here, you already know what's happening.
And then does he still hook you up with those exclusive drops for the sneakers and stuff?
Of course, that's literally like my big brother right there. Like anything I need, he's got me, and he knows it goes both ways.
No doubt. And then actually, I'm gonna let you guess real quick what my favorite song of yours is.
Can you take a guess? A newer one or older one?
It's an old ass song.
Is it Gucci Goyard Gasha?
Nah, it's Broke Boy.
Wow, the original song.
The original one. But yeah, what's the difference between Broke Boy? This is what I've always wondered. What's the difference between Broke Boy and Long Chop Shorty? Like, when you created it, what was the difference?
Long Chomp Broke Boy, like that was like literally the first song I ever made. So me and Paper, we wrote that together. You know, he did his feature on there. But Long Chomp Shawty, that was the first song that I wrote all by myself. I remember, you know, there was these girls in my high school that would always wear these long chomp bags. And as a joke, you know, we just call them long chomp shawties. And I remember coming back from a party one night, like my sophomore year, and I was just like, it was so late at night. I was like, yo, this is the perfect time to talk about the long chomp shawty. Like, hold on, my bad, I lost my train of thought. This is the perfect time to talk about that long chomp shawty shit because I just been at that party. So I wrote it at like 3 a.m. Like I was sleeping over my boy's house in a sleeping bag on the floor, and I was like, this is it. I felt like I just discovered E equals MC squared or some shit. And when I put that out, that was the song that really made people at my school like, oh, this is kind of funny, but it's also kind of hard too.
Yeah, so they would just play it and like people would be like, oh shit, I heard your song.
Yeah, exactly.
No doubt. And then obviously, you know, you went to USC with a full scholarship for business.
Yes, sir.
How the fuck did you get a full scholarship for business?
So listen, everybody thinks that, yo, this nigga must be a football player. This nigga must be on the black basketball team or something. You know, maybe he's a good swimmer. But nah, I never played sports my entire life. Like, I was always really just on trying to get money and just hang out with my friends and do creative stuff, you know? So school was a big deal for me too growing up because, you know, both my parents went to college and they didn't pay for it. You know, both of them got scholarships. So it was never a question of, are you going to college or not? It's where are you going to college and how big of a scholarship are you going to get? So originally, you know, I wanted to be a hedge fund manager. I thought I was going to go do all this business stuff, which I still am. It's just the orders changed around a little bit now. And I remember the first time I ever came to LA with Paperboy, that was really what opened my eyes to the possibilities of this being real. And that just so happened to be the same trip that I found out I didn't get into Stanford, which was my dream school at the time. And looking back, you know, everything happens for a reason, because if I didn't go to USC, I wouldn't have, you know, met the people I met and been in LA, and I wouldn't be talking to you right now.
Facts. And you wouldn't have made that anthem, bitch, I go to USC.
Bitch, I go to USC.
There you go. And by the way, man, also shout out to fucking Herschel from DJ Booth, man.
Yes. Shout out to Herschel Pandia from DJ Booth. He's the one that he wrote the initial article about talking about the stigma of SoundCloud rappers and how you shouldn't be judged off the platform that you put your music on. You should be judged off how good your music is. And at the end of that article, he wrote this little thing saying like, yo, any SoundCloud rappers want to send me your music, I'll listen to 40 seconds of it. I forget about it. 2 weeks later, boom, I see on my timeline, yo, he did a follow-up article and I'm in it. And he was gassing up my song, which led D.A. Doman. D.A. got that dope to seeing it. And then came out to L.A. again, fucked with him, made some songs, and he connected me with records in Colombia.
Dope, man. That's a crazy story for real, like insane. What I want to know, though, is why did you send him Ballin' Like Sharif instead of Valentino? Because you already had it, didn't you?
I sent him 3 songs. I sent him Ballin' Like Sharif, Valentino, and this song called Wednesday. Yeah, this song called Wednesday. It never came out officially, but it's on my leak page right now on SoundCloud. But as soon as he heard Valentino, he was like, oh, yeah, this is it. This is it right here.
Facts. And honestly, like, you were obviously making records for a while before you were able to actually hone in and find your sound, right? And I feel like the song Ballin' Like Sharif is where you found your sound. So what changed about that song in particular that just clicked, that you were like, yo, this is it. This is where I gotta go?
Well, really, it was my first time using auto-tune. The engineer I had gone to before, he didn't know how to use auto-tune, but I started going to this dude, High Life Flow in San Francisco, and he was able to unlock the sauce within me. And once I made that song, I was like, yo, I could do cool shit with my voice that I never knew I could do before. Because before I was pretty much just straight rapping, because that's what sounded best with no auto-tune.
Yeah, for sure. And as far as your studio process goes, I'm really curious to know too. Like, let's say you walk into a session right now, right? There's a producer, engineer, whatever, sitting there, and then you walk in and you sit down. What happens first?
I always like to chop it up with everybody, you know, make sure everybody's having a good day, you know, just catch up. Because some of these people, you know, I'm so busy, I don't get to see them for a while. So once we break the ice and catch up, then it's there's a couple different ways that it could go, right? Either I already have an idea in mind, you know, some like 2 a.m. voice memo shit that I was like, yo, this is hard, and we'll make that into a real song. Or, you know, they'll cook up a beat from scratch and we'll just get on whatever vibes I'm feeling that day.
Bet. Do you have any like rituals when you record? Do you have like Henny or weed or anything like that in the sessions? Or
I mean, you know, every session is different, but I like to keep as focused as possible. Like what I go into, if I worked at like if I was a doctor, for example, if I was a surgeon, I wouldn't go into work drunk, you know? So it's like for some people it helps them creatively, but for me, my best music comes when I'm most focused. So I just try to stay as locked in as possible.
No doubt. I mean, but at the same time, it's not like you'd get drunk, you just get awesome, right? So it is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah. Fact.
But you're also signed to Records in Colombia, right? And you've talked about previously how it's actually a lot harder for you to get features than you initially thought signing to the label, right? I was just gonna ask, because you do have a few features, like notable features and stuff. I was just wondering, like, how you linked up with Fetty Wap for the song, The Gram.
To be honest with you, man, I still ain't never met Fetty Wap. I want to so bad, yo. That is like one of my like nostalgic like artists I would love to meet. You know, and we just never got around to shooting the video for that song. It didn't do what we thought it would do, but that was more just like I made this song and I knew that I needed somebody dope on it, and for it to be the only feature on my whole project, like that's such a me thing. Like no features and then boom, Fetty Wap right here. Like it's that nostalgia, you know. It's gonna bring me back.
For sure. And so my question is, because I was listening to the song and the whole beginning part is all Fetty, right? Did you send him the hook to sing, or
that's you did a verse? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that song was fire though. I was surprised I didn't see a music video for it.
Yeah, you know, maybe it'll blow up on TikTok in 6 months. Who knows?
there you go. And how the hell did you meet Landon Cube?
That was a funny ass story too. So my best friend Omer Fetty, he's an incredible producer and guitarist, and he had been working with Landon before on some music. And he was telling Landon, like, yo, my friend, you know, Golden, he just moved to LA recently. He's going up to check out his music. And Landon was fucking with it. So one day when Omer was coming to the crib that I was staying at over the summer to kick it, Landon pulled up with him and we just chopped it up. And we played tennis in the backyard because the crib I was staying at had a tennis court. So we just played tennis that first time and we hit it off. And then I went on tour with him.
Yeah. And talking about the tour, tell us how you almost died.
So I was sitting in the bus listening to Been Here Before, you know, listening to the mix, trying to get it right, approve the master. And I remember just stopping, looking up and seeing the road. And it was all road. And then I see grass, and then I see a telephone pole, and everything starts getting shaky. And boom, there's just that impact. And we actually go through the telephone pole, knock down all the wires, and like a fire starts around the bus. You know, luckily we crashed right in front of like a Firestone tire factory or whatever. So they come out, put it out. We all dip out the car because we don't know if that shit's about to blow up or what. And then the firefighters got to come. And the rest of the tour, this was like after the third show, right, that we crashed. The rest of the tour is in Suburbans and rental cars the whole time. I've never been more cramped in my entire life.
Yeah, I bet. That must have been crazy. But given the fact that you guys had to switch over to Suburbans, were there any crazy groupie stories?
Nah, not on this tour. Not on this tour.
Okay. And have you got a chance to meet Lil Skies or do any songs with him?
Nah, I'm a fan of his music though. You know, I think he just had a baby, you know, so I'm sure that's his number one priority right now. It'll happen when it happens.
For sure, for sure. And then outside of like you said, you were shooting music videos earlier for these past couple months. What else have you been up to?
Just trying to. I've been working on my album. Really, that's the
Okay.
biggest thing. So it's gonna be called El Dorado, and this is my first album. The first project was an
Hmm.
EP, but I feel like there's so
Hmm.
much to prove, and that I'm capable of making a Grammy-worthy material album. Whether they want to give it to me or not, that's up to the politics. But I
No
just want to
doubt,
make the
no doubt.
best. I just want to make the best album I possibly can, explore new vibes, and create a world. I think that's what makes the most successful artists, the ones that can create their whole world.
Bet. And then do you have like a concept going into it or something that you really want this album to be as far as different than everything you've done up to this point?
Yeah, so calling it El Dorado comes from the ancient city of gold, El Dorado, right?
Mhm.
It was this place
Mhm.
where all these conquistadors, they came because they heard, yo, this whole shit is made up out of gold. Let's run it up.
Mhm.
But they
Mhm.
never found it, right? So my story is, what if they did find it? And 500, 700 years later, it's kind of, near future. Somebody turned this into an incredible, luxurious hotel, resort, palace kind of place, right? What is the
Mhm.
music that you would be listening to there? And what are the stories that are going to be told through music coming from that place? And it's based off my own personal experiences, just kind of transformed into this setting.
Okay, dope. That's a crazy concept.
Yeah, so
And
I'm
then at the
excited to
same
share it.
time too, yeah, and at the same time too, I know like whenever you did a project before, you'd always talk about like how you wanted to be so versatile that like every song sounded completely different than the other one. Is that the same idea going into this, or do you think it's going to be more conceptual, like as far as the sound?
So in terms of versatility, that's always going to be something that I'm bringing to the
Okay.
table. I think I've just figured out a way to refine it more, right? Because you're still going to get
Mhm.
the rap songs, you're still going to get the R&B songs, the pop songs, the rock songs. It's just going about it in a different way and figuring out how to combine those elements within the same song.
Okay, true, true. No, I honestly feel like taking something like this as far as the concept that you're given and then being able to really experiment with the sounds can really like take you from where you've been because you've been growing, but like really shoot you up to like the very next level. Like I feel like that's like right around the corner.
I feel like it's time to get a little more personal, because people love the
Hmm.
songs and people love all the stuff I'm doing on social media. But I really just want a chance to showcase to the world who I am and what I'm about and what I've been through my music, which is something I don't know. I feel like I haven't gone deep enough on that yet.
Hmm. True, no doubt. And then, okay, so this is the part of the interview. It's called the GOAT Challenge, right? So it's 5 random questions, and you got 5 seconds to answer each one. Are you ready?
Let's get it.
All right, bet. What's your favorite episode of Weird Foods?
With Andrew Zimmerman,
Mm-hmm.
probably the
Yeah.
one where he's in like China eating the crickets.
Okay, okay. Next question. What's your mom's favorite Kanye song?
The workout one, the workout plan, new workout plan.
Oh. Okay, bet. Next question. Who is Enzo Credenza?
Enzo Credenza is a billionaire, playboy, philanthropist, tennis superstar. One of my many alter egos.
Okay, okay. And then for this one, all right, so for this one, we're gonna take a step back. I want you to think in your mind of the fastest animal on the planet, okay? All right, and then on the count of three, I want you to say the name.
All right,
Okay, you ready? All right. 1, 2, 3.
Peregrine Falcon.
Did we just become best friends?
Yep.
I think so.
You want to go do karate in the
You ever watch Step Brothers?
Yeah, I love that movie.
That shit was hilarious. But yeah, no, that's fast as shit. A lot of people didn't know that. It can travel 240 miles per hour. So,
Facts.
yeah, nuts. And all right, next question. What martial arts did you do for 7 years?
I did capoeira for 7 years. The Brazilian martial arts. It looks like a dance till I kick your ass.
No doubt. And it's funny because I probably don't look it, but I'm actually Brazilian, so that's my shit too.
Okay, fire.
And you kind of look like Eddie Gordo. Have you ever played Tekken?
What's his name? I'm about to look him up.
Okay, look him up, Eddie Gordo. So it's a video game called Tekken 3. It was back in the day a little bit, and he was the character in the video game that did the martial arts of capoeira.
Yeah,
So every
yeah. No, damn, you just fucking unlocked the memory I didn't know I even had, bro. God damn. Yo,
he
this
was a
this
beast
is me
though.
right here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This is me right here. This is my new like inspiration for life.
No doubt, man. There you go. There you go. A little gem right there.
Beautiful.
So
Beautiful.
yeah, congratulations, man. You passed the GOAT challenge.
Thank you, man.
So also, you said that T-Pain was a big inspiration growing up, right?
Yes. Huge inspiration.
What's your favorite T-Pain song?
Bartender.
Okay.
I'm at the bar with her. Love that shit.
Yeah. Did you like the Tory Lanez remix and stuff that he did?
Yeah, I thought that was super dope. You know, just kind of taking them nostalgic. It's all about nostalgia. You know, he was taking what people love and he put his own spin on it. He's an incredibly talented artist.
Facts, facts. And would you also consider Drake a big influence?
Yeah, I think, you know, if I really had to hunker down and think about it, it would be Michael Jackson, Drake, like ASAP Rocky, T-Pain, like just for everything, you know, from the clothes to the girls to the music.
Mm-hmm.
That's like you throw that all in the blender, add some secret sauce, and you get golden.
No doubt. And on the song Unbelievable, you had a similar flow to the whole Marvin's Room thing. How did that come about?
So we were at Posty Fest, and this was me and Cash's first time really like linking up because we both work with Jasu, a really good friend of mine who's a producer too. And they had this studio bus that Post Malone had been taking with him on tour. So we all like, yo, let's make some shit. So we go to the studio bus. Jasu pulls up the beat, and I just, for some reason, something's telling me Marvin's Room, Marvin's Room. So I flip that flow and do the hook. And I've been, you know, up all last night, all day. So I go and take a nap on the bus. And when I wake up an hour and a half later, Cash is damn near done with her verse. I'm like, yo, you snapped on this. And it was just the most, I feel like my favorite songs to make are the most effortless and just organic feeling ones.
Yeah, I feel like you probably even nowadays you probably freestyle more in the booth than you ever have before, right?
Probably more than I ever have before, but still like real limited. More so because I feel like, you know, I can best express myself when I write it and I think about everything and, you know, can arrange it. But it's like if I say a line and immediately I think of a next hard line, I'm gonna just keep it going and then write the rest.
Bet, no doubt. You could probably knock out a song in like 10, 15 minutes nowadays?
If I really had to, yeah. If I really had to, yes.
Okay. Facts. And you also talked about you wanting to get back into like acting roles in the future and stuff, right?
Yeah. I mean, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I want to know about your acting.
So it's just like I love doing that shit when I was a kid, you know, and I never really wanted to stop. It was just like, yo, I'm in high school now. I got to do SATs and all this other shit. So that kind of had to be on the back burner. And it's so much harder to make it as an actor, I feel like, than as a musician, you know, just because you can't, there's no SoundCloud for actors, really. You can't just randomly blow up in the same way. So I feel like this is a good way to get my foot in the door. And videos like Dropped Out of College and City of Angels, that showcases my acting ability and my personality. And I've just been meeting with all these different people, you know, trying to get on Euphoria or do a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air remake or something like that. But it's going to happen, you know, it's going to happen.
For sure. Just kind of like how Lil Dicky has his show now, right?
Yeah. That's huge for him.
Oh, for sure. It actually got picked up for the next season too. It's going crazy.
I love that show. Have you seen it yet? The whole thing?
Yeah, I have. The crazy thing is this. So, like, I've been in a lot of those situations just for, like, dealing with artists and managing artists and stuff. So, like, I've been in almost every single situation that that happens in the actual show, right? Like, going in to get a feature. The person is late. They end up not doing the feature. They leave. And you're like, I just paid you. Like, what the heck? Like, well, like, almost everything is just like, yo, this shit is so relatable, like, in the music industry that people don't even talk about. But, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody in the music industry loves it, and I feel like we're at a point in culture where the fans are interested in the music industry. Like, they care about who somebody signed to or what their deal is, or industry plant this, industry plant that, features, and people want to see behind the scenes. So I feel like this show is a great way of doing that.
Has anybody ever called you an industry plant?
Nah. There was like one video where someone was like, "Is 24K going to industry plant?" And the short answer to the long question is he was like, nah, he's not. He's just really fucking smart at marketing, and he's been working at this shit for a long time.
For sure. And you can kind of see like the trail leading up to where you are now. You know, you didn't just pop up out of nowhere. Like you had a few joints that really did numbers before you were, you know, where you're at now. So
I'm thinking back to my first song that really got some traction was a song called Plug Line, and it's still on my SoundCloud now. And I remember seeing that get like 30,000 plays. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? That's crazy. Mm-hmm. And now it's like, boom, we got songs with like 30 million plays.
Mm-hmm. You just like woke up one day and saw that?
It was over a period of time, but I just remember like compared to all my other songs, this one was just randomly going. And that was really cool to me.
Bet. And you know one show that I think could do really well, like the concept for you?
What?
All right, take this. If you were to do a show, right, based on your Dad Rules skits.
Yeah. Right? Like I'm actually like the stepdad.
Like you're actually the stepdad. Yeah.
That would be hard because people love those. That's a great idea. That's a great idea.
Bro, just give me my 10%. I'm good.
All right, bet.
No,
executive producer over here.
There we go. Pro to Goat, executive producer. But that shit would be tight because I like, honestly, I feel like they're hilarious and you can really build out a whole story around there. It might be ridiculous, but like it would be hilarious.
Yeah, it would be funny as fuck. People would love that.
No doubt. And then you also said that you'd like to do stand-up too, right?
Yeah, I see myself being like 50 years old, you know. I got all these crazy stories from the music industry. I got kids that I can embarrass. I'm going to talk all my shit.
No doubt. Have you ever worked on a bit or like a joke or anything?
Like sometimes, like, you know, when I'm faded, I'll just have an idea and I'll just write it down in the notes to be brought out, to be unearthed 40 years later and just talk about it like that.
No doubt. And then you also talk about versatility here. You also would like to be the face of male hygiene, right?
Yes.
There we go. So
my face and shit, you know, and I feel like not enough people out here washing their face. You know, they ain't applying these 24K gold face masks. They need to get on that, and I'm here to help lead the way.
You got like a whole routine?
I mean, it depends on the type of day, but you know, the days that I shave, I get really into it. You know, first you gotta wash your face, exfoliate, right, and then boom, you put out the shaving cream. You know, sensitive because I got sensitive skin. Shave it, repair serum. You know, make sure you don't get no ingrown hairs or bumps, and then some moisturizer. I'm good to go.
There you go. That shit sounds like it's ready to be packaged up and sold to me.
That's what I'm saying. You know, 4-in-1 product right there.
No doubt. And then my next question is, what would you call your skincare line, bro? Like the Golden Glow Up? Like what do we like?
The Golden Glow. That's hard. That's hard right there.
Golden Glow, right? Hey, executive producer over here. I got you. Have you played around with names or not?
For the skincare line?
Yeah. Just like, yeah.
Like the golden look, you know, 24 carats, 24 karat glow, golden glow. Those are all, you know, things.
And have like the mask. You can have the golden mask and everything. No doubt. And shit, last but not least, we like to play a game. It's called Smash or Pass with all of our guests. Are you ready?
All right. I was born ready for this.
Let's get it. So here's the list, right? All right. So you just say if you would smash or pass. So, Jordyn Woods.
Smash.
Facts. Hannah Montana.
Smash.
Facts. Tekashi's baby mama.
Smash.
Okay. Iggy Azalea.
Smash.
The girl from iCarly.
What, Sam?
Yeah.
Smash.
What about the other one?
Smash.
You're just smashing everything. Madonna.
Smash. She's a legend.
There we go. Just for the clout points. I got you.
Easy.
No doubt. Well, shit, man. Thanks for playing the game. Is there anything else that we should be on the lookout for coming soon?
Be on the lookout for when we can go outside again, because I'm waiting with y'all, man. I'm ready to get out there and go swimming and shit.
Facts. And okay, go ahead.
Real thing, yo. I'm actually starting a cooking show called 24K Golden Presents Sugar Mamas, and it's gonna be me and some special mom guests, and we're just gonna be cooking up and baking and stuff. So that's coming soon. Be on the lookout for that.
That's genius. See, that you can kickstart the whole actor thing with that. There you go.
Food Network, holla at me. Let's get it cracking.
Let's get it. And are you gonna do that on YouTube or your YouTube?
Probably started on YouTube and IGTV, and then when it inevitably becomes the hottest new cooking show of 2020, then I'll hit up Food Network and we'll see about that.
No doubt, no doubt. And okay, so I just got one last question for you. You ready? When are you gonna drop 06 swag, man? Like you know what I'm saying? Like
that's for the people, yo. That's for the 24K Golden Leaks. Search that on SoundCloud. You're gonna find everything you're looking for.
No, oh, okay, so it is already leaked somewhere out there.
Yeah, it's on the interwebs for sure.
Okay, cool. I was just curious about it because I know that was the same night you recorded Valentino in Time for That, right?
Yeah.
So
that was a legendary day.
I'll figure it out. I'll go look for it. I'll go find it.
Check it out. It's some different shit. It's crazy.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, shit, man, you seem like a super level-headed, down-to-earth, real humble dude. Like, just like, honestly, like, you're like a breath of fresh air in the whole hip-hop industry shit. Like, keep doing what the fuck you're doing, man. Like, you're killing the game right now.
Yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate that, for real.
Yeah. Like, I see you on some Bruno Mars type shit. Like,
bro, 24 Karat Magic, baby.
Karat Magic. You should do a remix.
I know. Yo, a cover maybe. Some quarantine shit.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Hey. Let's get it.
10% executive producer.
10%. I need that. So yeah, once again, I'm Pro to Go with Rap TV. This has been Quarantine Questions. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and notification bell to stay up to date on all of our new videos. And don't forget to smash that like button. And one last time, let's give it up for 24K Golden, y'all.
Yeah.
Hey.
Fuck.
You can quarantine the body, but you can't quarantine my soul.